Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Desiree and it's very nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm going to be showing all of you and putting on my face my favorite makeup. So throughout the year, I've tried all the makeup that I bought and everything, and I've came down to one in each category pretty much of my favorite makeup. So I'm going to show you. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and press the subscription button down below, and we're gonna get into it. So first, I like to nourish my lips a little bit, and I have been loving this Laneige lip balm. It is in berry. I'm not gonna put too much on because at some point I will be having to wipe it off to put my lipstick on. So this is the berry lip balm from Laneige. Okay, now we're going to start with my brows, and I have been loving this Anastasia brow freeze. Oh, man, you can't see it, sorry. It's a little dirty. Here we go, let's try that again. There you go. I don't know if you can really see that. There we go. Okay, so yes, I have been loving this brow product. The only unfortunate thing is here lately it has been getting like this white film on it, and I don't know why, because this isn't that old and I've been shutting it when I'm done. Let me show you. And this is a small one, so I would hate to have purchased a large one and then it get like this. I've only had it for a few months, which, yeah, this lasts for 6 months and I've not had it for that, so I am not sure why it is doing that. So unfortunately I've been having to scrape off the white film, which is actually quite a bit, in order to use it. So I'm going to... Okay, and now that it's all clean, this is what it looks like. I just kind of scraped everything off, so it looks like this is going to be my last use. I got that in a little Sephora Favorites set. So that's a bit disappointing, but besides that recently happening, I really like that. At first I was like, I don't really know if I'm gonna be a clear brow gel type of girl, but I tried it a couple times and was like, wow, I really like that. So first I'm actually going to line my brows and fill it in a little bit with the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. I am using shade 6, which I believe is the deepest that they have, and I'm going to line my brows a little bit. So this is after Christmas. I hope all of you had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did. I didn't have any snow, but it was a nice day. It was rainy, but it was a nice fun day, and we all just enjoyed hanging out together. Of course, this process for me is always a little bit messy, so it probably looks a little funny right now. So, just give it a moment. I will be cleaning everything up, so don't worry, my brows will look better in the end. Okay, so I always like to fill it in before, because there has been times where I've tried to fill it in afterwards and it just doesn't really work. It kind of messes with the gel, and it just doesn't look very good. Okay, now I'm just going to dip my spoolie in and try to scrape out the last little bit that I can, which is a little difficult at the moment. I would have more, but of course that happened. I'm not really sure why. Like I said, I've been very, careful with it, but it is what it is, and it's okay. I don't like to leave them too bushy. I naturally have full eyebrows anyways, so I don't like a huge brow look. There we go. So, I hope all of you enjoyed late Merry Christmas and Happy Early New Year. I am excited for the new year. I hope all of you are as well. We normally just watch, we've watched The Ball Drop in the past, and don't be offended by me saying this, but just watching The Ball Drop, it just gets a little dull because they just do the same thing every year. So we actually like to look online and see what other countries do. And even some other states, they'll have their own little celebration, but we like to see what other countries do and kind of just watch from there because it's something new and we love watching something new. You probably noticed a little bit of a difference in the setup in my room, which I am so excited because I got some new stuff and I rearranged and bought some organizers. I do want to use but I do want to make a video of like my makeup collection because I have updated everything. There's nothing like the products haven't changed or anything, but I've updated my organization for it and I'm really happy. So I'm thinking about doing a video for that, so if you're interested, please let me know. Okay, for primers and everything, I am going to put on some of this, the Professional. I have just a little sample, and this little sample of the Saie Super Glow Gel. This is just in Star Glow. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in pores on my cheek. I just put like a little bit, and then I kind of just like dab and kind of like just push it in, and I do that for both sides and a little bit on my nose. And sometimes I won't use the Saie, depending on how like dry or not dry my skin is, because normally when I put makeup on I do my skincare right before, so I don't necessarily need like something on my face unless it's summer. And I love to use the e.l.f. Hydro Grip, but I'm going to use a little bit of this. This doesn't make too much of a difference. So I do have oily skin, which at first I was a little scared to use this because I was afraid that it would make me look oily, but it really doesn't. See, it just adds like a nice glow, but like I don't look oily at all. I just look like glowy, but it doesn't feel oily to me. It's more of like a water based, if that makes sense. Like it really just feels like water when I'm putting it on. Okay, we're gonna let that dry down a little bit. First, we're gonna work on the eyes. Let's see, where's my tape? Where's my tape? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna work on the eyes. I'm gonna put some primer on. I love this primer for my eyes. I've been using it every time, and honestly this lasts a really long time because I have had this for, I don't know, either the beginning of this year of 2023 or the end of 2022. Now I don't do my makeup every day, so it is not like being used all the time, but for when I do use it, it has lasted a long time. Of course, I'm going to use, I want to mention this. If any of you don't have one of these, it is worth investing in. It's like really inexpensive. You can get really inexpensive one or just find like a decent one probably on Amazon. I got mine from Five and Below. It is this little sponge looking thing. So it's called a shadow swap pan. So you know, like whenever you dip and you just dust and you dust everything off, well this, you just dab it and it takes off the excess, and for me it is the best thing ever. I don't get shadow or blush dusted all over the place. My brushes aren't getting banged around, which I don't know about you, but I do not like when people do this. So I just do a little dab and everything's off. So I absolutely love that. Okay, we're gonna go on and put some washi tape. I have been loving doing this, even if I'm not doing a very bold look, which if you've watched my videos, they're not like the boldest and most colorful, but compared to what people's everyday is, which is just a little bronzer, maybe a little glitter, I love to use a lot of shadow, which is my normal, but I like to do this little bit of washi tape because I used to just do like the ends, but I'm not very good at making it look perfect. I feel like I mess up and then I just keep adding and it just looks kind of crazy in the end. So I love using tape. Tape is especially good too if you're going to use, like, if you're not very good at doing liner, which I am not. So here lately I've actually been liking making like a wing out of shadow. So these aren't perfectly placed. I'm gonna bring this one down just a little bit. my brows are not 100% symmetrical, so it looks a little different on both sides when I do the tape. Okay, so anyways, besides that, let's see. This is my favorite palette of the year of all that I have. It is the Natasha Denona Retro Glam Palette. I can't remember if I think I did make a video using this. It is so nice. I think this is like $50-$60, maybe a little bit more. I love the colors in this. So I'm not a huge like green like kind of colored person, but this is really nice because it's more of your pastel, like your pastel pink, your pastel green. There's like neutral shiny colors. I absolutely love this palette. If like I'm not knowing what color I want to go for, or what, you know, just what look at all that I want to go for, I just grab this palette because it is so easy for me just to make something out of it. And I love shimmers and glitters, and this palette is full of that with some really nice mattes. Everything is so easy to blend, so I just absolutely love using this palette. Absolutely my favorite go-to palette. And you can make so many looks out of these, and Natasha Denona's quality is wonderful. Okay, eye look is done. And I probably should, you know, rub the tape on the back of my hand, which I normally do. But sometimes I forget, so I forgot this time. So it is so nice to do your shadows if you're doing more of a colorful look, or even like a good wing, before you do your foundation, because look at that fallout right there, which otherwise would be on top of your foundation. So that is a nice thing that I have been doing recently, and I love it. And plus the satisfaction of that clean, crisp look is just amazing. So this is the look that I have right now. Nice. I used, of course, more of these colors right here. Can you see? Yeah, okay. There. I used some of this one, which is a really nice shade. This one, and then let's see. Yeah, that one. This one, that one, that, and the first shade I put on for all over my base was that shade right there. Some of these shades are very similar, but to me it's not that big of a deal because I just love all the colors in here. So, you know, if one runs out, then boom, I have another one that's just like it. So next, I want to do a little bit of color correcting. I have been loving this e.l.f. color, sorry, you can't even see that, e.l.f. color corrector. This is the green one. I have some acne scars, just redness. So I love to use this and kind of just blend out some of that red. This is the first color corrector I've ever used. So I can't say that it's the best because I really don't know, but I truly do like this. And then the excess I kind of just rub all over because my face is more red. And then I just take my hands and I kind of just dab it in. I don't completely make it go away, but I kind of just dab it to where it's not so pigmented, because I don't want all of it to go away, because at first I was like blending with like a beauty blender or like really rubbing it in, and then the color would kind of just disappear, and I want the color to be there as much as possible. So I don't know if you can tell too much of a difference, but it's not like as red because the green cancels out red. There we go. Okay, I'm going to give it a few seconds just to kind of settle in and dry a moment, because I don't want my foundation to turn green. But I will mention and talk about my current favorite foundation, which is the Lancome Tint Idol foundation. I am in shade, let's see, 110 IVOC. So I think, sorry, my video stopped, so I don't exactly know where I was in the video, but right now I'm in the process of putting on my favorite foundation, which is the Lancome Tint Idol. I'm in shade 110 Ivory Sea. This does have SPF 15, yes, 15 in it. And what I was saying is that I absolutely love this foundation because it is not full coverage. It is just a tint, but it does give good coverage. Like, that is still very good coverage. But it's not full coverage, which to me is fine. I used to like have to have full coverage because I was a bit insecure about my pimples. Like, you can still see my acne scars and everything through, and it doesn't look perfect, but I do very much think that I have outgrown that stage where I am like, oh no, my pimples are showing, because, you know, everyone has them, and if you don't, it's either your genes or you do a lot to get it to look perfect, and, you know, that's just not realistic for everybody. So I'm okay with my pimples showing a little bit, and I am okay with not having to wear full coverage foundations. So this is how I'm looking. And then once everything is spread out, I just would like to take a beauty blender, which my favorite beauty blender has actually been by the Beauty Blender. My second favorite, which is what I was using before I got one of these and fell in love, was this one right here. I don't know the name of it, but it came in a BoxyCharm, the set with like 3, and it had like little animal cultures on it, and this was like that pink one. So if you know BoxyCharm and you get stuff from them, you probably know what I'm talking about. But that was years ago, and I like started using it, and then I was like, this is the best. And then I got this actually on sale from one of Sephora's sales this year. I got it for $10 instead of $20, and I was like, you know, let's try this. So I tried it and I really do like it. I feel like it is definitely more spongy and dense than most of the sponges I have tried. Like, I really do feel like this doesn't absorb that much, but just the perfect amount to where if I need to blend something out, it kind of just picks up just the perfect amount, and it just makes everything look so nice. Okay, next we're going to go in with concealer. For the under eyes, I'm going to be using the Tarte Double Duty. I am in shade 20B Light, and I think I have a hair on my face. I do. One of my own. I didn't know if it was mine or my dog's, which my dog's fur gets on everything. She's a Great Pyrenees, and let me just tell you, she sheds. Even when I brush her and I do everything, the girl sheds. Okay, so just going to take some of this. This is the Revolution IRR Filter Finish, which is a really good concealer. This was my absolute favorite before I decided to buy this. This used to be one of my only concealers. When I first started, I got like a little mini, and I was like, well, I'm not sure if I really want to spend that much. And then I was like, oh, well, I got it on sale. It was like Tarte's 30% off sale or something, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. So I did, and now it is my favorite. To me, it's not too cakey. Like, honestly, I feel like everything creases, so there's not that big of a, you know, thing for me about the creasing. Like I said, I feel like every powder, every concealer I put on just creases in the couple little lines that I have. So honestly, the little bit of creasing that it does not bother me, because to me that's normal. But like, I love the way that this looks. The finish, like the way it just makes my under eyes look so smooth. I absolutely love the outcome. Okay, now that that is done, I am going to put powder on. Sorry, a little nose itch. Okay, so my favorite powder at the moment is this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Of course, that's what it looks like. I probably mentioned, if not, I thought I was going to make a video about it or something. I feel like I mentioned it in one of my videos, but how I said that I didn't really like this powder. Well, let me just put it this way. My mind changes a lot about makeup. I like it, I don't like it, and then I don't like it, and then I do like it. Anyways, I think because it did make some creasing under my eyes, and I was like, you know what, I don't really like that, because a lot of people are like, oh, this is perfect, and I bought it, and I was like, you know what, this creases, but like I said about the concealer, I have come to realize that on me, everything kind of creases. It's just what doesn't crease as much, and I feel like this powder is really nice. So I'm just taking underneath the eyes and setting that concealer, dabbing a little bit around the nose, a little bit around the mouth, and that's what I'm doing right now because I don't have anything else on. I've actually been only putting powder on right there. I've been very minimal with my powder, and I've actually liked the way it come out. So I have oily skin, and I'm very cautious about how gluey or dewy I look. But, you know, with this combination of everything I'm using right now, I actually enjoy using less powder, and I feel like my makeup just looks so good. Like, with this foundation, I have oily skin, and, like, sometimes foundations, after a long time at the end of the day, I look oily. Like, I'll just look like I've just dumped my face in oil. This just kind of makes me look glowy, but, like, a nice glow, not a crazy, like, overwhelming glow. So that's just something to say about these products. Hopefully this information is helpful. So that's just my input on everything. Okay, so now for kind of like a little bit of contour slash bronzer. I'm going to be using this bronzer stick from Rare Beauty. It is Happy Soul. I find this to be a very nice color, especially for my skin tone. I'm just placing it in these areas right here, and it is a very creamy stick. It's like butter. It's very nice. And now I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Duo brush and blend all this out, which is a wonderful brush. I really like this brush a lot. I use this for all of my cream products, and I have nothing but good things to say about this brush. I'm just rubbing everything down here. The reason why I say that this is an in-between is because it doesn't like really bronze up my face too much. So it's not like a full-on bronzer in my opinion. So it adds a little bit of depth. It's not cool toned, so it doesn't add that, you know, shadow effect. But it's not too cold and it's not too dark. So I really find this as a good in-between. So I'd like to use this to contour. Now the nose and lip. Right here. That's a good definition to the bottom lip. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend all that out. Take away any rough edges since I just was rubbing it all over the place. There we go. Now onto blush. And one of my favorites, I couldn't decide like my favorite, but one of my favorites is the Glowgasm blush by Charlotte Tilbury. This is shade, I think this is pink. Yeah, this is the Pinkgasm, which I absolutely love. I love the kind of like light but dark at the same time color this gives me, and I absolutely love the finish of this. It is a beautiful, beautiful blush finish, and it adds a little bit of glow, So it's kind of natural, you know, like a natural little blush. And for most of my looks, it goes with like anything. And a lot goes a long way. Well, I mean, like a little bit. That was the opposite. A little bit goes a long way. I think I was thinking a lot is a little, but you know. And then I just dab a little bit extra on my nose. See? See how pretty this is? Absolutely love this. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of setting spray, and this has been my favorite setting spray. I used to own this, and I was like, oh, it kind of makes my face oily, and you know, I was beginning my makeup, so who knows, I was probably doing something wrong, but at the current moment, this is my favorite setting spray. It is the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. I just have a little sample, and I'm using this baby up. I do have quite a bit left, so this really does last a long time. So I'm just spraying it all over my face. Then I'm just gonna kind of push everything in together, blend her out. And I mean, honestly, with like a little bit more stuff, you could probably pretty much end here, like as far as the base goes. But I love to put powders on top. I love to let things last extra long, so I'm gonna go on top with powders. And I have currently been loving this because it adds just the perfect bronziness without being too dark. This is the Film Store Bronze and Glow palette. This is the light medium by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to be using this right here. This is their Sculpt shade. I like to use this as a bronzer. At first I thought this was a little too light for me, but honestly I've been loving it a little bit lighter. Like, it still is bronzy and it's still going to show a good, you know, bronzy look, but it's not going to be too dark, and I can kind of get a little messy with this if I wanted to, and it wouldn't really mess anything up because it is literally just like the perfect shade where it's not too dark and it's not too light. Like, it still shows up. Like, you can see that my face got a little bit more bronzy, but it doesn't look muddy. And I absolutely love how easy that goes on, and it just looks so effortless. That is my favorite. Okay, now my favorite powder blush. Actually, I forgot to grab that, so give me a second. Okay, I'm back with my favorite powder blush, and depending on the type of look I'm going for, or the type of cream or liquid blush that I put on, will depend on kind of what I put on top. Excuse me, I feel like I need to burp, but I think something else. Okay, so this is kind of what I like to put if I wanted to keep it really natural, or if I have a darker cream blush underneath, is the Ethereal Glow Ambient Lighting Blush by Hourglass, because it is a little too light for me. As you can see, that's really light, and for me it's just a tiny bit too light. But what I like to do is take this and kind of just set the blush that I have underneath if I'm not willing to change the color, and then I just want to keep it the way it is. This adds just a little bit more glow and just probably like a little bit of lightness to it, but not too much. So it almost kind of keeps it the same. So that is what I like to use. But if I need to darken up the cream blush underneath, or I want to keep it dark, I've only used this like once or twice, but I really like this, especially the shade. It's in Indian Summer. I was about to say watermelon because it looks like watermelon, but it's an India Summer. Sorry. It is by Lawless, and it is just beautiful, and I really like this blush. It took me by surprise. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to go on to highlighter, and this is my absolute favorite highlighter. I've been using this for a long time, and I would use some of my other ones, but I don't have that many highlighters because I just gravitate towards this so much. This is the Glowdient Makeup Palette by Touch in Soul. This is what it looks like, and it has so many different colors, and you can just switch, you can mix. It's for like any skin tone really, and I love this. I definitely just used, you can tell what I use the most is this shade right here. These only have shade names, but it's this specific shade. So I'm taking my highlighter, brush and just put it on and like see that glow? Like, I don't know if you can see that. It just gives like the perfect glow without being too blinding. But for some, this probably would be too much. I just definitely love a glow. Yeah, see, like right there, it's almost like the cookie by Benefit, but maybe not so pink or bright, I feel. But I don't own that one, so I can't compare it too much, but from what I have seen, it's very similar. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. They probably do. I'm not 100% sure. I got this a long time ago. It's lasted me ages. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little bit, put it in the inner corner. I'm actually going to line a little bit of my lower lash and put this in the inner corner. I'll be right back. Okay, my video didn't start back. I'm sorry, I've been having issues with my computer over here. So I just finished spraying my face with the setting spray, setting it, and then I, of course, blended it all together, and now I'm going to be curling my lashes, and then, let's see, where to go. Okay, and then I'm going to be priming my lashes before I put the mascara on. I've been doing this, and I absolutely love this primer. It is the Lancome primer. This is what it looks like. And then, surprise, surprise, if you watched my favorite mascaras, this is the mascara I'll be using today. This is my absolutely favorite of the year, and I'm excited to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I put the mascara on, and I did put this Persona liner on. It is this gel black liner, and it says 24-hour waterproof eye pencil. So I will say it is not waterproof. About a few hours in, this does run like out, like it disappears. So it's not waterproof because I guess my eye like lids or whatever, they kind of get a little watery, and so this does not last, but I love the way it initially looks, and for me it's pretty easy to reapply. I just take it with me and put it back on. So if you're looking for a complete 24-hour and waterproof, this is not it, but it's a very good liner. And if you don't get like watery eyes like sometimes like I can, then this would be perfect for you. Okay, so that is what the completed eyes look like. I really love the way it came together. Now we're going to do lips. I'm going to go in with the Pillow Talk Medium 2 by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to line my lips. I don't go too crazy. I kind of just do the minimum lining. And then this lipstick completely took me by surprise. I didn't expect to like it as much, but I think it's just the consistency of it's really nice, just the way it lasts, and the color, surprisingly, I really like. So this is by Lancome. This is in 391 Exotic Orchid. This is what it looks like. I did do a video on this, a little short, and I really like this lipstick, and just the color just is beautiful. I love this pinky kind of berry color. And the texture is really nice. It isn't too creamy, like it's not going to move all over the place, and it's not too dry. This is the look. And a gloss that I would choose to top this with is the Kaja Gloss Shot. This is in shade 02 Milk Tea. This is what it looks like, and it does have little specks of glitter in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't show up like chunky glitter. Just gives you perfect gloss effect. There we go. This is the completed look using my favorite makeup products at the current moment, and this is what I would choose to do every single day, every day. This is my favorite perfect look. I really do love this, and like I said, I love the palette because how versatile it can be. You can make it like I did, like more of one single color, multiple colors. You can mix it up, and it's also very muted and neutral all at the same time. But yeah, this is everything. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what your favorite products are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!